So from the previous lectures, जो भी relations आपको याद रखना है, the relations which you need to remember definitely are 1 AMU is equals to 1/12 the mass of carbon atom. 1 AMU is equals to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 grams. 1 mole equals to 1 Na, which is the Avogadro number, which is equal to 6.022 into 10 power 23. The relationship between AMU, gram and mole, 1 AMU is equals to 1 gram per mole. If in the question, if you are given the sample mass in terms of AMU, substitute the atomic mass or the molecular mass in terms of AMU and you can get the answer. If in the question, if the sample mass is given in terms of grams, we will be substituting the atomic mass or molecular mass in terms of gram per mole. So at the end, you will get the answer in terms of moles. In that case, rather than saying number of particles, we also say number of moles. So number of moles के लिए आप formula same ही रहेगा, which is given weight upon molecular weight or atomic weight. Okay. So moles or number of particles equal to given weight upon molecular weight or given weight upon atomic weight. The number of particles will be calculated in terms of moles if the mass is given in terms of grams. क्योंकि grams जो है एक sufficient quantity है, एक considerable quantity है. So whenever you are given mass in terms of grams, you get the answer in terms of moles in general. If you are given a question in terms of AMU, you will be getting a simple number. Number of atoms will be like 20, 40, वैसा कुछ आएंगे. Okay? ठीक है. Now we will do the analysis of chemical reactions. जो भी हमने पढ़ा है, how to calculate the number of molecules, number of atoms, और first by calculating number of molecules, उसके बाद we used to calculate the number of atoms of each element. ये सारा analysis जो भी किया है, we will try to apply that analysis in the case of chemical reactions. First of all, anyone tell me what is a chemical reaction? What happens in a chemical reaction? Anyone, any idea? What is meant by chemical reaction?
In a chemical reactions, the substances undergo bond breaking.
Okay, good.
A reaction where exchange of ions takes place.
Reaction where there is exchange of ions. Okay.
Reactants react with each other and a new substance is formed.
Okay, good. A simple definition. You will be having reactants. There will be reaction among the reactants and a new substance is formed which is called as product. Okay.
Chemical properties of substance change.
Sorry?
Chemical properties of substance change.
Chemical properties of substance change. This is also one of the point in a chemical reaction. The chemical properties of the substance change because reactants जो है वो अलग रहेगा, products जो है वो अलग रहेगा. The chemical properties may change. You can give a basic definition as whenever you have a chemical reaction, reactants will be reacting among themselves to form new set of molecules called products. Okay. What exactly happens in a chemical reaction is there is just rearrangement of atoms. Reactants में जो भी atoms रहेगा, they will be rearranging among themselves to form new set of molecules called products. यहाँ पे मैंने definition लिखा है chemical reactions के लिए rearrangement of atoms between various molecules which are called as reactants to give new molecules which are called as products is called as a chemical reaction. So if you are having only rearrangement of atoms, can I say there has to be conservation of atoms? Okay, can I say that?
Yes, sir.
If there is only rearrangement of atoms, there has to be conservation of atoms. If there is conservation of atoms, I can also say there will be conservation of mass. So in any given chemical reaction, final 2 points आपको याद रखना है, मतलब ये common points, common sense point. There is only rearrangement of atoms. If there is only rearrangement of atoms, there has to be conservation of atoms. If there is conservation of atoms, there has to be conservation of mass. Suppose एक chemical reaction लिखता हूँ यहाँ पे. Suppose if I have a chemical reaction like S plus O2 gives rise to SO2 और else दूसरा आपको rearrangement of atoms दिखाने देंगे. Suppose if you have SO2 sulfur dioxide, it is reacting with O2 oxygen to form SO3. What is happening here? ये जो oxygen atoms है, the oxygen atoms are combining with this SO2 molecule. ये जो O2 molecule है, it is combining with SO2 molecule. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There is
Sir,
an internet issue today.
Sir, your voice is
Voice crack
cracking
हो
a
रहा है
little.
क्या?
हाँ,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay. There is some
हाँ, थोड़ा
internet
crack
issue
हो रहा
today. थोड़ा crack हो रहा है. Whenever you miss any point, please ask me again. Okay, I will explain. आज थोड़ा internet problem है. Okay. I'm taking a general chemical reaction. एक example ले रहा हूँ. SO2 plus O2 gives rise to SO3. Is this particular reaction balanced?
No.
Yes, sir.
No,
right?
sir.
No, sir.
On the left hand side,
No, sir.
on the left hand side you are having 2 plus 2, 4 oxygen atoms, but on the right hand side you are having only 3 oxygen atoms. If I do something like this, if I write this as half O2, SO2 plus half O2 gives rise to SO3. Is this reaction balanced now?
Yes.
sir.
Yes. You are having 1 sulfur, right hand side में भी आपको 1 sulfur है, left hand side में यहाँ पे 2 oxygen है. Half O2 का मतलब क्या है? You are having 2O, उसका half कर रहा हूँ. So you will be net में you will be having only 1 oxygen.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
2 plus 1, you are having 3 oxygens on the right hand side. You are having 3 oxygens on the left hand side. Okay, 3 and 3. So this particular equation is balanced. This equation may, if you observe, there are some coefficients for the reactants as well as for the products. These are called as यहाँ पे these are called as stoichiometric coefficients. Stoichiometric coefficients. First of all, stoichiometry का मतलब क्या है? यहाँ पे एक definition लिखा है. Stoichiometry is nothing but it is the study of chemical reactions and calculations related to it. ये जो calculations है क्या क्या करने वाले हैं, we will be understanding them in this particular lecture. Don't worry. Stoichiometry is nothing but study of chemical reactions and calculations related to it. यहाँ पे हमने एक balanced chemical equation लिखा. The balanced chemical equation is called as stoichiometric equation. This equation is called as stoichiometric equation. And in the balanced chemical equation, the coefficients which you are having, यहाँ पे 1, यहाँ पे half, यहाँ पे 1. These coefficients are called as stoichiometric coefficients. इस case में the stoichiometric coefficients are 1, half, and 1. Any doubt?
No,
What is-
sir.
No, sir.
The
No, sir.
stoichiometric coefficients, the coefficients which are appearing for the reactants and the products in the balanced chemical equation are called as stoichiometric coefficients. आपको अभी एक क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ. The question is, do these stoichiometric coefficients, stoichiometric coefficients represent amount in mass? This is the question. I'm asking, do these stoichiometric coefficients represent amount in mass? मतलब क्या है? Is it equivalent to say, or can I say 1 gram of SO2 reacts with half gram of O2 to form 1 gram of SO3?
No. Oh, sir.
एक बार
No, sir.
पहले जिनको क्वेश्चन समझ में नहीं आया क्वेश्चन समझो. क्वेश्चन ये दिया है, टू दिस स्टोइचियोमेट्रिक कोएफिशिएंट्स रिप्रेजेंट द अमाउंट इन मास. हमने इक्वेशन क्या लिखा, 1 SO2 plus half O2 gives rise to 1 SO3. If the stoichiometric coefficients represent the amount in mass, I can write this as 1 gram of SO2 is reacting with half gram of O2 to form 1 gram of SO3. Is this true?
Mm,
No,
No,
sir.
No, sir.
Okay, why not?
No,
sir.
sir.
Sir, because mass at the reactant side should be equal to the mass of product side, which
Mass
is
of-
incorrect in this case.
Yeah. Starting में हमने क्या लिखा यहाँ पे, since the atoms are rearranged, they remain conserved, therefore their mass is also conserved. So reactants जितना amount से हमने start किया है उतना amount of products भी बनना चाहिए. If I am taking the stoichiometric coefficients as the amount in mass, 1 gram plus half gram कितना आया, 1.5 grams आया. Okay, 1 plus half gram. On the reactant side you have 1.5 grams, but on the product side you have only 1 gram. This violates conservation of mass. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So the stoichiometric coefficient never represent the amount in mass. So यहाँ पे मैं do stoichiometric coefficient represent the amount in mass, इसके लिए क्या लिख सकता हूँ? Can I write no? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do they represent number of molecules? Do stoichiometric coefficients represent number of molecules?
No, sir.
मतलब क्या है? Again, take the same reaction. 1 SO2. All the students who are part of our foundation, please don't answer. Let others answer. 1 SO2 plus half O2 gives rise to 1 SO3. Suppose if they represent the amount in terms of molecules, I can say 1 molecule of SO2 is reacting with half molecule of O2 to form 1 molecule of SO3. So can I write these stoichiometric coefficients as number of molecules? Is this a true statement or a wrong statement? Can I say 1 molecule of SO2 reacts with half molecule of O2 to form 1 molecule of SO3? Is this way of representation a right or a wrong?
Wrong.
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 Okay. Why is it wrong?
I think it is right.
I think it is right. कार्तिक, हाँ. कार्तिक क्यों सही लगा आपको? बताओ.
सर क्योंकि LHS पे और RHS पे जो इक्वेशन है वो दोनों भी परफेक्टली बैलेंस्ड है.
LHS में RHS में जो इक्वेशन है परफेक्टली बैलेंस्ड है. परफेक्टली बैलेंस्ड मतलब on what terms?
The number of oxygen atoms in the LHS are 3, whereas that in RHS are 3, and sulfur
Good.
are 1 and 1. So I think that they are perfectly balanced.
Very good. देखो उसने जो भी कहा आपको समझ में आया. You are having on the left hand side 1 sulfur plus SO2 molecule से आपको 2 oxygen atoms है. half O2 मतलब you are having 1 oxygen atom है. यहाँ पे आपको 1 sulfur plus 3 oxygen atoms. Can you see that? Okay. Or else look for the mass. 1 SO2 का mass AMU में 1 molecule का mass कितना रहेगा? Help me in terms of AMU. Sulfur is 32.
64.
So इसका mass है 64 AMU and half O2 का mass कितना रहेगा? 16 AMU क्योंकि O2 का mass 32 AMU है तो half O2 का mass 16 AMU. Tell me the mass of 1 SO3.
80 U.
80 AMU.
80 AMU. So LHS is equals to RHS हुआ ना?
हाँ.
So
Oh.
according to the definition of chemical reaction, you need to have conservation of atoms as well as conservation of mass. दोनों satisfy हो रहा है.
हाँ
There is conservation of atoms, 1 sulfur, 3 oxygens. यहाँ पे भी 1 sulfur, 3 oxygens. There is conservation of mass. You are having 80 mu here. On the right hand side also you are having 80 mu. So according to the definition of chemical reaction, ये जो particular stoichiometric coefficients है, they have to represent number of molecules. Agreed? But इस particular case में ये गलत होगा. For this particular reaction, I can say no. Reason क्या है? The reason is half molecule जो है, it doesn't exist. Not possible. What is meant by half molecule of O2? O2 को लेके उसको तोड़ दिया, क्या आता?
no, it means one oxygen atom.
One oxygen atom. ये नहीं रहता. One oxygen atom मतलब atom हो गया. How can you say that as a molecule then? समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. So this is ये जो है scientifically incorrect. Half molecule बोलना वो गलत रहेगा. Because there cannot be existence of half molecule. Suppose if I multiply the same reaction by 2, everyone concentrate. If I multiply the same reaction by 2, what I can write is 2SO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2SO3. In this case, I can say 2 molecules of SO2 are reacting with 1 molecule of O2 to form 2 molecules of SO3. इस केस में again if you see for the conservation of mass, 2SO2 का mass कितना होगा? It is 64 into 2, which is
128.
128 mu. O2 का mass कितना
Yes.
होगा?
32.
32.
32 mu. 2SO3 का mass कितना है?
160 mu.
So even here you are having conservation of mass, and this is a proper representation. This is scientifically correct because you can have 1 molecule, 2 molecules, 2 molecules. इस case में, even though you are having conservation of mass as well as conservation of atoms as per the reaction, but half molecule आप लोग कभी भी ला नहीं पाएंगे. If I want to do this reaction,
Okay, sir.
एक molecule of SO2, if I am asking you to bring half molecule of O2 to my laboratory, you cannot bring that half molecule. Hence, this particular representation is wrong. Is that clear? Okay. So यहाँ पे ये सही है.
प्लीज रिपीट. आपकी
What I'm
आवाज आई
saying-
नहीं सर.
हाँ. What I'm saying is, if I ask you to bring a molecule of SO2 and half molecule of O2 in order to perform the reaction between these two and form 1 molecule of SO3, we can never do that. Half molecule आप कभी ला ही नहीं सकते. Okay. Hence, this particular case, this is scientifically wrong, even though it is satisfying conservation of atoms as well as conservation of mass. ये कभी possible नहीं है. ये reaction कभी मैं करवा नहीं सकता हूँ. Okay. So मैं एक statement ये बोल सकता हूँ, ये जो stoichiometric coefficients है, the stoichiometric coefficient represent the amount in molecules if and only if they are not fractions. They represent amount in molecules if the coefficients are whole numbers. Any doubt, anyone? Okay. Next, और एक यहाँ पे और कुछ ऐड कर रहा हूँ. और एक क्वेश्चन जैसे पूछ रहा हूँ, do they represent or can they represent? Do they represent or can they represent amount in moles? do they represent the amount in moles? Again, take the same reaction. 1 SO2 plus half O2 gives rise to 1 SO3. If they are, suppose if they are representing the amount in moles, what can I write? 1 SO2 matlab 1 mole SO2 is reacting with half mole O2 to form 1 mole SO3. I am asking, can I write this or not? ये ऐसा लिखना सही होगा या गलत है? एक बार कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास चेक कर लेते हैं. If there is conservation of mass, वो इक्वेशन को रिप्रेजेंट करना चाहिए. 1 mole SO2 का मास कितना होगा? It is 1 mole into 64 gram per mole. Very good. Mole cancel होगा, which is equal to 64 grams. यहाँ पे half mole into what is the mass?
64.
32.
O2 is 32 gram per mole. Mole cancel होगा, which is equal to
16 grams.
16 ना? 16 grams ना?
हाँ.
1 mole
Yes,
SO3
sir.
मतलब 1 mole into SO3 का मास 80 mu और 80 gram per mole. Mole cancel होगा, which is equal to 80 gram.
80 grams.
So do you see conservation of mass?
Yes, sir.
Left hand side में भी 80 grams है, right hand side में भी 80 grams है. Is it scientifically correct to write this as
Yes.
1 mole, half mole and 1 mole?
Yes.
Yes.
It is scientifically correct. देखो half molecule exist नहीं होगा, but half mole exist होता है. Half mole का मतलब क्या है? It is 3.011, 6.022 नहीं है, 3.011 into 10 power 23. There may not be existence of half banana, but you can have existence of half dozen of banana ना. Half dozen banana का मतलब क्या है? 6 bananas. ये सही है ना?
Yes, sir.
पक्का समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can get half mole. If I ask you to bring half mole of O2 to my laboratory, you can bring 3.011 into 10 power 23 oxygen molecules. But if I ask you to bring you half molecule of O2, you can never do that. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I can always say ये जो stoichiometric coefficients है, they can always represent.
Sir,
Yeah.
can you explain why can't we like split the molecule into half?
आधा molecule जो है, आधा molecule का मतलब क्या होगा? ऑक्सीजन के बीच में, ये बाद में पढ़ेंगे मॉलिक्यूल कैसे बनता है. इसको आधा स्प्लिट करने का मतलब क्या हुआ? सपोज ऐसा कुछ सोच रहे, आप डिफरेंट तरीके सोच रहे, ऐसा कुछ. ओके, ऑक्सीजन एटम को आधा ब्रेक किया, मतलब न्यूक्लियस का आधा, ये आधा. ओके, दिस इज कंप्लीटली नॉनसेंस ये वाला. सपोज ऐसा सोच रहे, ऐसा करता हूँ, ऑक्सीजन, देन यू शुड नॉट कॉल दिस एज मॉलिक्यूल, दिस इज एन एटम. And in the atmosphere, you don't have oxygen as oxygen atoms. समझ में आ रहा है? You always have that as O2 molecule.
हाँ sir.
अभी सेपरेट कैसे करके लेके आऊं? ऑक्सीजन को ऐसा, ऑक्सीजन, दो ऑक्सीजन को सेपरेट करके लैबोरेटरी में लेके आओगे क्या? हाफ O2 मतलब ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. आ रहा है समझ में?
हाँ sir.
या
Yes, sir.
So ये जो stoichiometric coefficients, if I am calling them in terms of moles, they can always represent the amount in moles. Always represent का मतलब क्या है? It can be a fraction or it can be a whole number. It can be any number. Okay, I hope this is clear. So whenever you are given any reaction, कोई भी reaction, suppose CaCO3 example, if I'm writing the reaction as CaCO3 gives rise to CaO plus CO2. इसका मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? What do I mean by this? If I take 1 mole of CaCO3, in the reaction I will be producing 1 mole of CaO and 1 mole of CO2. Agreed? Another example.
Yes.
If I take H2SO4 plus 2 NaOH gives rise to Na2SO4 plus 2 H2O. इसका मतलब क्या है? If I'm starting with 1 mole of H2SO4, I will be requiring 2 mole of NaOH, and it will be producing 1 mole of Na2SO4 and 2 mole of H2O. Is that clear?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone put yourself on mute. There is some disturbance. जब भी आपको कुछ डाउट आता है, then you can unmute, okay? और for saying yes, आपको समझ में आया तो you please unmute, say yes, and then go back to mute. Thank you. Okay. So final क्या है? Conclusion क्या है? Whenever you have any given reaction, the stoichiometric coefficients are representing the amount either in terms of molecules, provided the coefficients are not fractions. You can always say they represent number of moles. Usually moles में represent करना better होगा, क्योंकि जब भी आप लोग reaction करेंगे, एक molecule पर लेके आके reaction कभी नहीं करवाते हैं. It is very difficult to get only one molecule, दूसरा molecule reaction करना. आया समझ में? Okay. So simply say 1 mole of this is reacting to form 1 mole of CaO and 1 mole of CO2. 1 mole of H2SO4 is reacting with 2 moles of NaOH to form 1 mole of Na2SO4 and 2 mole of H2O. I hope this is clear. Okay. Next हमको कुछ definitions करना है. Limiting reagent and excess reagent. The reactant that gets exhausted first and limits the reaction is called as limiting reagent. Very important. Excess reagent मतलब it is the reagent that is left at the end of the reaction. I'll give you an example. We will understand this by an example. Limiting reagent or excess reagent. पहले definitions पढ़ लेना. The reactant that gets exhausted first. Exhausted first मतलब जो पहले खत्म हो जाता है. And limits the reaction. जिनकी वजह से reaction आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहे. It is called as limiting reagent. Excess reagent मतलब it is that reagent that is left at the end of the reaction. मतलब reaction खत्म हो गया तभी भी कुछ तो amount of reactant बच गया है. That is called as excess reagent. एक example ले लेते हैं. Same example we can take 2SO2 plus O2 gives rise to SO3. 2SO3. It is a balanced reaction. इसका मतलब क्या है? If I'm starting with 2 mole of SO2, it will react with 1 mole to form 2 mole of SO3. Okay. Let us take the amount taken. The initial amount which I am taking in the container for the reaction is, I am taking this as 4 mole and I am taking only 1.5 mole of O2. इस केस में होगा क्या? देखो, जनरल एनालिसिस से अगर 2 मोल के लिए 1 मोल O2 लग रहे तो 4 मोल के लिए कितना लगेगा?
2 mole.
लगेगा. बट मैं कितना लिया है?
1.5 mole.
1.5
1.5 मोल ही. इसका मतलब पूरा SO2 रिएक्ट हो सकता है क्या?
No.
नहीं.
थोड़ा अमाउंट बच जाएगा. पूरा O2 रिएक्ट हो जाएगा क्योंकि ये कम ले रहा हूं
O2
ना.
पूरा हो जाएगा.
O2
Yes.
पूरा हो जाएगा. सो इसके लिए मैं कर क्या सकता हूँ? If 1 mole O2 require, if 1 mole O2 require 2 mole SO2, 1.5 मोल O2 के लिए 1.5 मोल O2 के लिए कितना?
3 mode.
सर आपका वॉइस नहीं आ रहा.
Yes, sir. You are
Sir,
not
your
audible.
voice is breaking.
Sir, you are not audible.
सर आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा. क्या? क्या?
Give me 2 minutes. It got disconnected. 2 minutes. Who is the host? Can someone make me the host? Smith Sangpal, you are the host. Please make me the host. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 2 minutes, huh?
Yes.
So यहाँ पे what I'm taking is initial amount taken is I'm taking 4 mole of SO2, but I am starting with only 1.5 mole of O2. If according to the reaction 2 mole of SO2 के लिए 1 mole of O2 लग रहा है. So if I'm taking 4 moles of it, I will be requiring 2 mole of O2. But कितना लिया है हमने? 1.5 mole ही लिया. इसका मतलब क्या है? O2 जो है वो लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट है क्योंकि वो उसको कम अमाउंट में लिया है. At the end of the reaction, you will be left with some amount of SO2 because the entire 4 mole of SO2 is unable to react. Calculation में एक बार यहाँ पे please observe. If I'm starting with 1 mole of O2, if it requires 2 mole of SO2, 1.5 mole of O2 लिया तो कितना लगेगा? You can calculate by unitary method 1.5 upon 1 into 2, which is equal to 3 mole. Agreed? So out of this 4 mole, only 3 mole of SO2 is consumed. 3 mole of SO2 is reacted. So can I say 1 mole, even after the reaction, 1 mole of SO2 is left. So in this case, we say this SO2 as excess reagent. क्योंकि ये रिएक्शन के बाद भी रह गया. O2 जो है इसके वजह से रिएक्शन रुक गया और इसके वजह से वो SO2 पूरा खत्म नहीं हो पा रहा है. अगर O2 को मैं 2 मोल में लिया होता तो वो भी खत्म हो जाता. एंटायर 4 मोल ऑफ SO2 O2 के वजह से खत्म नहीं हो पाया. Hence it is called as limiting reagent. Any doubt, anyone? The reactant, the reactant or the reagent that is consumed first, जो पहले खत्म हो जाता है, it is called as limiting reagent. The reactant that is left even after the end of the reaction, it is called as excess reagent. यहाँ पे आपको एक example दिया है. 3A plus 6B, some compounds A and B, they are reacting among themselves to form compounds C and D. You need to tell me which is the limiting reagent and which is the excess reagent. मैं एक क्वेश्चन, पहला क्वेश्चन मैं समझाता हूँ. Okay, I will tell you the general method for solving such questions. I will tell you a trick in order to solve those questions. Finally, we will be applying that particular trick. Generally, हम करते क्या है? Out of these two reagents, assume one of the reagent as limiting reagent. Suppose यहाँ पे मैं assume B as limiting reagent. Limiting reagent का मतलब क्या है?
वो पूरा यूज हो जाएगा.
Very good. Hence, B is completely consumed.
Yes.
From the stoichiometry, ये वाला, ये stoichiometry को ऑब्जर्व करो. Can I say, यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ, from stoichiometric coefficients. From stoichiometric coefficients, I can say 6 mole B के लिए you require 3 mole A.
Yes.
Okay. So I am taking 27 mole of B. 27 mole B के लिए कितना A लगेगा? Unitary method again. It is 27 upon 6 into
2 by 3.
2 by 3.
No.
It is 27 upon 2 na?
13 by 5, 13.5 mole.
13.5.
Yeah, 13.5 mole of A is required. But do we have 13.5 mole of A?
No.
No, right? We have only 9 mole. We have only 9 mole of A. इसका मतलब हमारा assumption जो है वो गलत है. Can I say that B is not a limiting reagent? अगर B limiting reagent होता तो entire B consume होना चाहिए. Entire B consume होने के लिए you are requiring 9 mole of A. You don't have, sorry, you are requiring a 13.5 mole of A. You don't have 13.5 mole of A, you have only 9 mole. So I can conclude this implies our assumption is wrong. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? Hence, अगर B limiting reagent नहीं हुआ तो बचा क्या है? A ही है ना? Hence, A is limiting reagent. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
We will do all the calculations. एक चीज ये याद रखना, जो भी calculations हम करने वाले हैं, we will be doing all the calculations with respect to limiting reagent. मतलब क्या है? यहाँ पे देख. If I want to calculate the amount of B that is consumed, 3 mole A के लिए आपको 6 mole B लग रहे. In order to consume 9 mole A, how much amount of B is consumed? 9 by 3 into 6, which is equal to 18 mole.
18.
Okay, can you tell me the amount of B left? It is 27 minus 18,
9.
which is equal to 9 mole. Any doubt? This is for B. I can also do the analysis for C and D. एक बार देखो, 3 mole A के लिए, if I am having consumption of 3 mole A, कितना C बन रहा है? Stoichiometric coefficient से
3 more.
3 mole C बन रहा है. So if I am consuming 9 mole A, how many mole of C will be produced? 9 by 3
9.
By 3.
into 3, which is
9.
equal to 9 mole only. Okay, good. Finally, if I'm having 3 mole A consumed, you are forming 5 mole D. If I'm consuming 9 mole A, how many of mole of D will be produced? Again, you tell me that 9 upon 3
15.
5.
to 15 mole. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So at the end of 15 mole of D. So at the end of reaction, what are the entities that are going to be present inside the container? You will be left with 9 mole of B. You will be forming 9 mole of C, and you will be forming 15 mole of D. A पूरा खत्म हो गया because A is the limiting reagent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. अब इस क्वेश्चन में how we approached by taking one of the reagent as the limiting reagent. अगर हमारा assumption गलत होता तो in that case the other reagent will be the limiting reagent. Okay. This particular approach is okay if you are having only 2 reagents. 2 reagents है, उसमें से एक limiting reagent होगा, बचा हुआ excess reagent होगा. Suppose if you are having 3 reagents, मतलब 3 react कर रहे हैं, तब एक को assume करेंगे, वो नहीं है तो दूसरे को assume करना पड़ेगा, वो भी नहीं है तो तीसरे वाला होगा. Okay. Suppose if you are having 4 reagents, तब क्या करना पड़ेगा? Assumptions हमारे ज्यादा हो जाएंगे और वो जो कैलकुलेशन का प्रोसीजर जो है लेंदी होता जाएगा. एग्रीड?
Yes, sir.
So in order to avoid that, एक मेथड जैसा बनाएंगे where we will be finding the limiting reagent very easily. Once you know the limiting reagent, other reagent will be, all other reagents will be excess reagents. Okay. Okay.
So,
I hope everyone can see me now. Yeah, tell me.
सर अगर एक रिएक्शन में जो एक्सेसिव रिएजेंट है वो फाइनल
हाँ.
प्रोडक्ट्स के साथ रिएक्ट करता हो तो फिर इसको एग्जैक्टली क्या बोलेंगे?
फाइनल प्रोडक्ट्स के साथ रिएक्ट नहीं होगा क्योंकि इसके साथ कंबाइन होके हुआ है ना. You won't be having any such reaction. अगर होता तो तब फाइनल प्रोडक्ट्स बनने के बाद ये इसके साथ रिएक्ट करके आगे और एक अलग रिएक्शन हमको लिखना पड़ेगा. ओके. सपोज ये 3 बच गया, ये 4 बना, इसके बाद इन दोनों के बीच में कुछ तो रिएक्शन लिखेंगे ना. You will be forming a stoichiometric equation. Then again do the analysis, same analysis.
Okay, sir.
Is that clear? Okay. I hope I'm audible to everyone. I hope my voice is not lagging. Okay. मैं देखते हैं in order to get the limiting reagent very easily. करना क्या है? Calculate K. We need to calculate K. एक K होता क्या है? It is nothing but given moles divided by stoichiometric coefficient. Given moles divided by stoichiometric coefficient. The reactant having lesser K, जिनका K का वैल्यू कम रहेगा, the reactant having lesser K will be the limiting reagent. Will be the limiting reagent. Okay. इनके अलावा और भी कुछ लिख रहा हूं यहाँ पे. For calculating reacted amounts. For calculating reacted amounts, what you need to do is you need to multiply K of the limiting reagent, the value of K of the limiting reagent with the stoichiometric coefficient. You need to multiply the K of the limiting reagent with stoichiometric coefficient. आपको क्वेश्चन में दिखाता हूँ, आपको समझ में आएगा. I'm taking the same question. करना क्या है आपको? You need to calculate K. What is K? It is the given moles divided by stoichiometric coefficient. A का moles कितना दिया है?
3 moles.
9.
No, sorry, 9.
Initial moles given are 9 divided by stoichiometric coefficient divided by 3, which is equal to 3. इसका moles दिया है 27 divided by 6. 27 upon 6 कितना है? It is 4 point something.
Yes.
4 point something. Value, any value please. 4.5 है क्या?
हाँ.
4.5.
4.5. So out of these two, which is the lesser value?
3.
3. बस हो गया. If 3 is the lesser value, then A is the limiting reagent, then B is the excess reagent. Done. Okay. Calculate K, which is given moles upon stoichiometric coefficient. The one which has lesser value of K will be the limiting reagent. Once you do this, in order to get the number of moles that got reacted, everyone, we will be following this particular notation from now on. Reacted के लिए we will be writing that as R. Initial के लिए we will be using the letter I. K के लिए K. Okay. Reacted. How to get the reacted amount? वहाँ पे एक point लिखा है. Everyone, please observe how to get the reacted amount. You need to multiply the K of the limiting reagent with the respect to stoichiometric coefficient. So यहाँ पे what is the K of the limiting reagent? It is 3. What is the stoichiometric coefficient of A? Into 3. B के लिए what is the K of the limiting reagent? अभी भी this is the K of the limiting reagent, right? So यहाँ पे fix कर लेना, mark कर लेना. Into what is the stoichiometric coefficient of B? It is 6. Okay, what is the reactant amount then? The reactant amount in this case it is 9 mole. In this case it is 18 mole. वही आया हमको पहले भी calculation से. देखो, the amount of B that is reacted is 18 mole. The amount of B that is reacted is 18 mole. Okay. What is the amount of C that is going to be formed? K of the equation K of the limiting reagent is 3 into stoichiometric coefficient is 3. K is 3, stoichiometric coefficient is 5. So the mole of C formed is 9 mole and the mole of D formed is 15 mole. Agreed? यही आया ना अभी भी? यहाँ पे भी 15 mole, 9 mole. Clear? बोर हो रहे क्या आप लोग?
नहीं सर. Got it.
Yeah. और एक चीज याद रखना. As they are reacting, A और B react हो रहे ना, put a negative sign. As C and D are products, as they are being formed, उनका amount बढ़ता जा रहा है ना, put a positive sign. So the reacted amount of A is minus 9 mole, reacted amount of B is minus 18 mole, formed amount of C is plus 9 mole and D is 15 mole. So last में हम क्या मार्क करेंगे? Final. Final मतलब the amount of A and B present in the system at the end of the reaction. Initially is 9 mole, reacted is minus 9 mole, 0 हो गया. Initially is 27 mole, reacted is minus 18 mole. 27 minus 18 कितना है? 9 mole. Initial C और D 0 0 है. So final कितना है? 0 plus 9, 9 mole. 0 plus 15, 15 mole. These are the final amounts. क्या किया है हमने? First, you need to calculate K. Once you calculate K, the one which has lesser value of K will be the limiting reagent. The one which has lesser value of K is the limiting reagent. Once you know that, for the reactant amounts, it is K of the limiting reagent into stoichiometric coefficient. If they are reactants, I am putting a negative sign क्योंकि वो consume होता जा रहा है. What is final amount? Final amount is nothing but simply the initial plus the reactant, I plus R. Initial 9 है, reactant is -9, 9 minus 9, 0. 27 है B, 27 minus 18, which is 9. 0 plus 9, 9, 0 plus 15, 15. I hope this is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Once look at the method, I will be giving you questions now. You need to solve the questions using the method. Use the method and get the answer. You need to identify the limiting reagent. You need to identify the amounts of reactants and the products that are going to be present at the end of the reaction. इतना ही करना है आपको. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question कर लेना. Please put your video on. I hope you are not getting bored. सब easy लग सकता है आपको. Don't feel bored. You need to identify limiting, excess, and the amounts of A, B, C, and D at the end of reaction. आप लोग को लेक्चर इतना ज्यादा हेक्टिक नहीं लग रहे ना?
No, sir.
As of now, we are having only 2 lectures per day. इसके बाद में you can have your own time. You can have the time for self study, or you can have use the time for any extra activity.
सर सेकंड वन में 25/3 आ रहा है, तो उसका 8.33 रिकरिंग, तो बस एक ही डेसिमल तक लेना है ना?
देखो हमको करना क्या है, जस्ट वी नीड टू कंपेयर ना. ये 20/2 है
तो 10 आ
तो
रहा है, तो उसका
10 आ रहा है, तो 25/3 is lesser, so leave that in 25/3. Tell me the ending answer also in terms of fraction only.
हाँ.
Leave that in terms of 25/3.
हाँ.
सेकंड में आपको फ्रैक्शन, या सेकंड में आपको फ्रैक्शन में आ रहा है ना, सो 25/3 ही रख लेना. आंसर्स डिस्कस करता हूँ, नीरल डिस्कस करता हूँ 2 मिनट. Others also please put the video on. जितने लोग, बाकी लोग. अन्ना तुम्हारा दोस्त नहीं आया क्या आज?
सर कौन?
दूसरा अर्नव.
नहीं सर, वो ना.
ओके ओके, वीडियो ऑन रखो.
सर आज जरा नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम था इसलिए बंद रखा है.
ओके ओके ठीक है. आई होप दिस इज डन. एक बार देखना, फिर से ऑब्जर्व करना मैं कैसे कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ. यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट के. व्हाट इज के? गिवन मोल्स 21 मोल है. गिवन मोल्स आर 21 मोल. स्टोइचियोमेट्रिक कोएफिशिएंट इज 7. तो आपको यहाँ पे 3 आया, यहाँ पे आपको 24/6 4 आया है. सो दिस इज द के ऑफ द लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट. ओके, सो A is the limiting reagent, B is the excess reagent. Once you get that, you need to calculate the reacted amount. R is the reacted amount, which is nothing but K of the limiting reagent. And reactants के लिए माइनस पुट करेंगे. -3 into stoichiometric coefficient is 7. यहाँ पे -3 into stoichiometric coefficient is 6. So the reacted amount for this is 21 mole. ये होना भी चाहिए because it is a limiting reagent. The entire amount of it must be consumed. इसका 18 mole. -21 mole, 18 mole. यहाँ पे क्या कितना बनेंगे? It is +3 into 3, which is equal to 9 mole, +3 into 4, which is equal to 12 mole. Then you need to mark the final amounts. The final amounts are, यहाँ पे ये 0 रहेगा. 24 minus 18. The answer has to be 6 mole. C formed has to be 9 mole. D formed is also again 12 mole. Any doubt? A I answers?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Next इस क्वेश्चन में आपको K के लिए this is 20/2, which is equal to 10. This is 25/3, which is lesser than 10. Okay, compare करना है ना. So this is the limiting reagent. This is the excess reagent. So K of the limiting reagent is This is the K of the limiting reagent, 25/3. So उसके साथ multiply करेंगे हम. The reacted amount is minus 25/3 into stoichiometric coefficient is 2. Minus 25/3 into stoichiometric coefficient is 3. So reacted amount is minus 50/3 mole. यहाँ पे minus 25 mole होना भी चाहिए क्योंकि 25 mole B is the limiting reagent. So पूरा 25 खत्म होना चाहिए. बनेगा क्या? कितना? C plus 25/3 into 4, which is equal to 100/3 mole. D is
Yes, sir.
plus 25/3 into 1, which is equal to 25/3. So what are the final mole? They're going to be 20 minus 50/3. सही है ना?
हाँ सर.
10/3 है. ये वाला 0 रहेगा. ये वाला 100/3 होंगे. ये वाला 25/3 होंगे. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. No.
Okay. Solve these two questions. Second question में एक चीज observe करना. The given amount is not in terms of moles. It is in terms of grams. What is K? K is given moles upon stoichiometric coefficient. It is not given grams upon stoichiometric coefficient. So second question में आपको approach ऐसा होना चाहिए. First you need to convert the given amount in terms of moles. Then only you need to proceed further. you have any doubt, you can ask me.
सर
Yeah.
जो रिएक्टेड होगा उसको ग्राम्स में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा.
Reactants को, sorry.
When we'll get the final answer in moles, so should we convert that into grams?
Yeah, you can tell me the answer in terms of grams. जो भी आंसर फाइनल मोल्स में आता है ना, फर्दर उसको ग्राम्स में कन्वर्ट करके आप बता सकते हो. हो गया क्या आप लोग का?
Yes, sir.
चलो डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. पहले वाले में यू ऑब्जर्व के दोनों का सेम ही आता है ना? This is 30/10 which is equal to 3. This is 21/7 which is also equal to 3. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? I am taking A and B in stoichiometric proportions. जितना जरूरत है उतना लिया है. मतलब entire of A and B will be consumed. So there is no question of limiting reagent as well as excess reagent. दोनों खत्म हो रहे, पूरा खत्म हो रहा है. Okay. So इसमें reacted amount जो है, you can take either of the values. दोनों 3 है ना? So it is -3 into 10 for this. This is -3 into 7 for this. So यहाँ पे आपको -30 है, यहाँ पे आपको -21 है, यहाँ पे कितना बनेगा? +3 into 2 +3 into 6 which is equal to 6 mole, which is equal to 18 mole. Okay. So ये वाला फाइनल कितना हो जाएगा? 0, 30 minus 30, ये भी 0. You will be left with 6 mole of C and 18 mole of D. Any doubt, anyone? None of the reagents are limiting reagents nor excess reagents because both of them are taken in stoichiometric proportions. Stoichiometric proportions मतलब इसके लिए 10 के लिए 7 लग रहे तो 30 के लिए 21 लगेगा, उतना ही लिया हमने. In the next part, you are given the amount in terms of grams. First, you need to convert that in terms of moles. Only if you convert them in terms of moles, then only I can calculate the value of K. What is number of moles equals to given weight 180 gram divided by atomic weight of carbon is 12 gram per mole. What is 180 upon 12?
15.
15
15
more.
मोल यहाँ पे 24 ग्राम अपॉन हाइड्रोजन का मास H2 है ना, it is 2 ग्राम per mole which is equal to 12 मोल। यहाँ पे आपको 288 ग्राम दिया है डिवाइडेड बाय 32 ग्राम पर मोल। ग्राम ग्राम कैंसिल होगा फिर से, इट्स इक्वल टू 9 मोल हो गया ये।
Yes, sir.
Okay, so अब initial amount in terms of moles, it is we are having 15 mole of C, 12 mole of H2 and 9 mole of O2. You need to calculate the value of K. बताओ, this is 15 upon 6 which is equal to कितना है
2.5.
2.5. This is 12 upon 6 which is equal to 2. This is 9 upon 3 which is equal to 3. So what is the K of the limiting reagent? What is the limiting reagent? It is nothing but H2. So this is LR. If this is the limiting reagent, they will be excess reagents. Okay. So the reacted amount. How to get the reacted amount?
-2
into 6, which is -12 for this. -2 into 6. इसके लिए भी -12 -2 into 3 which is -6. यहाँ पे +2 into 1 which is equal to 2. So can you tell me the final moles of each? 15 minus 12.
3 moles.
3 moles. 12 minus 12. 0.
0
9 minus 6. 3 moles.
3 moles.
यहाँ पे 2 mole. If I want to convert this into mass again, if I want to convert back this into mass, कितना होगा? It is 3 mole into
12 gram per mole.
ग्राम पर मोल। मोल कैंसिल होगा, कितना आया?
36 grams.
36 grams of carbon is left. यहाँ पे 3 mole into O2 is
32.
32 grams per mole.
what is 32 into 3?
96 grams.
96 grams.
यहाँ पे 2 mole into C6H12O6 is
180 gram per mole.
which is equal to 360 grams. Any doubt anyone?
No, sir.
Step वाइज करते गया तो हो जाएगा. Okay. ठीक है. Okay. We will start with stoichiometric calculations. मतलब ये भी वही है, but the questions will be given in terms of some particular statements. वही करना है. Try to attempt these questions. I will be posting these notes also. Try to attempt these questions and try to solve this DPP. ये जो DPP 1 जो है, you can solve this because it is simply calculation of number of atoms, mass of each molecule in grams, AMU इसमें है. So DPP 1 तो ये आप लोग कवर कर सकते हो. DPP 3 के लिए please think आप लोग कैसे solve कर सकते हो. Try to solve the questions. If you attempt these questions, whenever I solve them or whenever I take the theory of the further questions, you will appreciate them more and more. Try to attempt those questions. देखो उनकी difficulty कर पा रहे कि नहीं देखो. Once we go through the next lecture, you can solve those DPP even more easily. अभी आप लोग attempt तो कर सकते हो. You can definitely attempt those questions. Okay. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.